So I'm going to show you a strategy that a lot of sellers might not actually just literally click through the listing limitations, click down on it when you're listing a product on Amazon to see if you're approved for it or not. Amazon actually is doing this new thing where you'll go to list a product. So we're looking at, we're looking at this protein bar right here, and I go to list it, and normally you just click sell yours if you're pre-approved for the brand slash category. Now you'll see this, and a lot of sellers are dumbfounded. They're just looking at it as, because normally it says sell yours, and if it says you can't, normally this will be sitting here, this listing limitations apply, making you think that you're not actually able to sell the product, right? So a lot of sellers will go to list a product, they'll search it, go to add a product, and then they'll see this, and then they won't list it. And it's crazy because 90% of the time, if you're already selling products in this category or under a certain brand, and you just think, oh, I'm not allowed to sell this flavor or this style for this brand name, actually all you got to do is click listing limitations, drop down, and it'll rather say request approval or sell yours, right? So you're allowed to sell it or not, right? So here we have another one, this RX bar. So what I'm going to do is search it. So I'm going to add it to product. I'm going to try to add this RX bar, and I'll see this, and I'll say, oh, okay, so it looks like I'm not allowed to sell it, but when I click that, it actually tells me that I am in new condition, right? So just a little thing a lot of people are overlooking. A lot of sellers are kind of being confused by why Amazon did this, but I think they're doing it to confuse new sellers and make people jump through a little bit of an extra hoop, which in my opinion is good, warding off new sellers and making it harder for new sellers. And having to jump through these hoops is a good thing for us competition-wise, but in the end, in the long run, doesn't really matter. And for someone who's serious and dedicated, honestly, just doing one extra click doesn't take much extra time and to figure it out. But I just wanted to show you that here really quick in case you're running across the same problem. Now, another strategy and another thing I want to show you is if you have an aged Amazon account, so you've been selling on Amazon for a while and you're already approved, you're selling in 1, 2, or 3 categories, and you're trying to list new products, Amazon has a lot more strict guidelines now for products that you're actually allowed to list, depending on the brand restriction or category restriction, or if you're even gated out of certain parts of a category. Now, you can actually be ungated in a parent category, but there might actually be some of the sub or child categories in that parent category that you're not actually completely ungated from yet. So, for example, if we search out this product, now we sell on this Amazon store, we sell a lot of health products and protein and things like that, so we should be allowed to sell this brand. Now, this might be a restriction by the brand name, they're not allowing resellers, but all you have to do is they'll actually, depending on how good of a track record you have on Amazon, now if you're brand new, it's crazy, I'm actually seeing a lot of our students and a lot of new sellers get pre-approved for categories. Now, if you're not, I'm actually seeing a lot of new sellers being able to do the request approval, and they're actually being accepted without having to provide, invoices, which 99% of the time, when you had to request approval, you would have to send in invoices from your supplier. Now, even newer sellers specifically have had this problem of being gated out of a lot of brands and a lot of categories, but Amazon it's a little trick you can do, and it literally just pre-approves you. So, let's say I want to list this, it's not letting me, it's trying to make me request approval, so I'll just click it, and there's a pretty decent chance I will probably just get automatically approved. So I'm just going to click request approval one more time and see what happens. So, automatically approved. I am now allowed to sell this product under this ASIN, under this brand name, right? So this brand does allow resellers. This is just an extra hoop and a deterrent for newer sellers, right? It's an extra few steps you have to take, but what I'm saying is do it every single time. If you see request approval and you think you're not allowed to list the product or the brand, try to get auto approved, because there's a pretty decent chance you will. If you're already approved in the category, a lot of brands will do allow resellers, and you can literally just click request approval and then click it again, and you'll rather get auto approved or you won't, and it'll say we're not accepting applications for reselling this brand at this time, or you'll be automatically approved, or they'll ask for invoices from your supplier. Now the final step is, let's say so you're rather not approved completely because the brand's not allowing resellers, you get auto approved, or they ask for invoices from suppliers. Now we do have one wholesale supplier for like home goods, grocery, food, snacks, health products, beauty, and they are Bangala. So creating an account with Bangala, they're a genuine wholesaler and distributor, and they also sell to multiple different countries. So if you're outside the US, you can still get receipts from Bangala as you being a genuine reseller of their products. So once you create an agreement with Bangala, which is really simple, all you do is go to, I'm pretty sure you just go to dropshipping and create an account. After you create an account, you will have to email them, and they will ask you to fill out their fill out a little application and tell them your business name URL, as well as your business identification. So if you have a business and you have a tax number or a number for that business, that's what you'll need to provide them as well. The cool thing about Bangala is they're really, really easy to get in the door. Now, they don't require, they don't necessarily force you to have a resale certificate, especially if you're outside the U.S. So for us, we're outside the U.S. and we were able to start reselling Bangala's products within 2 days because they didn't, they didn't force us to provide a resale certificate. All we had to do was provide them our business name, business number or tax number, and the website to our Amazon account, so our Amazon storefront, because that's where we're planned on reselling their products, and we got approved in 24 hours. So, and now, as a reseller for Bangala, you are able to drop ship legitimately any of the products that they have. So if you wanted to get approved for, let's say you wanted to drop ship this product, for example, and you need to have invoices, you can actually search out for this RX bar on your new wholesale supplier, RX on Bangala. Search for the flavor. What flavor is it? Peanut butter. There's peanut butter right there. So literally all you'd have to do, I know it's going to cost you a bit of money, but to get approved for a brand to sell on Amazon, the power behind that is worth a lot more than 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, even 100 bucks. I would spend a couple $100s to get approved for any brand, even thousands. I mean, if you could sell every single product that RX Bar has, and they're probably selling like crazy on Amazon. Let's just take a look. The sales rank of this product. 3,000 health and household. This thing's selling dozens and dozens of times per day. Right? So the ability to be able to sell these products or any products that have good sales ranks from wholesale suppliers is insane. So all you'd have to do is place an order. If you live in the US, great. You can ship one single unit for 23 bucks plus probably 5 or 10 bucks shipping to your home, and you will have a receipt that you can provide Amazon to be approved for this brand. Now you can use other suppliers like Cole Imports. They have a few like electronic brand names, Cole Imports, and they're actually even easier to create an account with than Bangala, to grab a few brand names to get approved for. Now I'm not sure if they actually let you sort by brand name, but I do know, let's see if I can find the category. Here we go. So Cole Imports, you don't need to create a reseller agreement with. You literally just need to create an account, and then you just go to place your first order, and one of their representatives will probably reach out to you. And when they do, all you do is tell them you simply want to drop ship on your eBay or Amazon store, and they'll say, okay, you're good to go, and then they'll start to email you with some discounts and stuff. But they're a genuine wholesaler as well. Now they have a lot of unbranded products, so if you plan on just doing brand name products only, obviously you're going to have to search in their categories and look for the products that have actual brand names. So this might be a brand name right here. So I would just grab that product just to see. Vibe virtual reality headset. So Vibe is probably the brand name. So I would just go here to Amazon, search it. And Cole Imports, same thing. If you want to get it approved for this brand, if it is a good brand on Amazon here. Okay, there it is right there. So it is a brand name, and it's selling on Amazon. It's got a 5-star review, so you could grab this product from here. Now you can already see something really, really cool, and these are some of the suppliers we give you in our SupremeCommerce programs. Selling for $7 Prime as a 5-star review. You're allowed to sell this brand name because you have access to a supplier that genuinely allows you to resell this brand, since it's available on Cole Imports, and since you're allowed to resell Cole Imports products, right? So we'll click through, we'll scroll down, and see what some of the other prices are on this product. really quick. Okay, it's all $7 to $8. So, and your price is $2.50, right? So you could order a bunch of these if you live in the U.S. and ship from home, right? You could ship from home, and for $2.50 you'll be able to make a profit. Or if you order, you probably have to order at least 100 units, but that's only $250, right? It's only $250 for 100 units, and you would most likely be able to make a profit by shipping them into FBA by selling them for $7 or $8 and paying $2.50. Pretty cool. And it's a brand name you're allowed to resell. Now, if you want to go to get approved for a brand name like this, you can find them on Cole Imports. They have brand names in electronics, pet stuff, home stuff, games. They have quite a few brand names now. A few years ago, they used to have almost none, and now they're starting to pick up a lot of brand name products. So Cole Imports is clearly doing a good job at running their business, because they've been around for 30 years. And in the last few years, they started to pick up a lot of brand names. That shows me that even with the high competition there is in e-commerce, they're still a thriving business. And because they're picking up brand names, that means they have enough power to establish connections with these brands to give you something that sells on Amazon for $7 or $8 for $2, right? So they're doing really good. So this is another website and wholesaler you can come and grab yourself. iHip might be another brand name, Travelocity. So you can come and grab brand name products from here, and if you can't get approved from them otherwise, you can get approved by having invoices from a genuine wholesale supplier like Kohl's. Okay, so that's the process, and that's what I wanted to show you in this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you next week.